there's this one lady, Erin, and I can't remember her exact last name, but she talks to the aliens and they communicate with her. And she wears this like bracelet around her head that has a pendant that hangs there. And then she holds an iPad and she says she gets messages from the aliens and she interprets it. She goes, and I interpret it right here on my iPad. And then I check with them to make sure the interpretation is right. And then I have a message for you from the aliens.
Today is March 25th, and I have another message from the aliens. I'm an interdimensional communicator, which means I can connect with angels and aliens and other interdimensional beings.
Wow. And she doesn't generally say what type of aliens it is. This woman has, 500,000 followers.
Wow.
And she gets on and she is brave as brave gets because she talks about claims. Like just 2 weeks ago, she said that these two motherships were going to reveal themselves over two major cities, but she's not allowed to tell us which cities because she doesn't want to cause panic.
And so, that's a big one. That's a big,
well, it's a big claim. If you're going to say that, that stuff better show up. So everybody's waiting and looking, wait. And they didn't show up. And the people attacked her so much, man. It was, and I'm just looking at it. I was like, why are we attacking her? She is so brave. And she, maybe she is communicating with them. And then she came on and gave a very, a message from them to say why they didn't show up. There was a miscommunication and,
wow. So they let her know. They gave her like a press release.
Right. So I'm trying to get her on my show because,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. As you're asking me about these aliens, man, she's the expert. So
you could be interviewing her and then simultaneously talk to, a reptilian. You never know.
That is true.
Like she could be like, oh yeah, he says hello. And, that's pretty cool. I mean, now is that,
and they're they told me to tell you to stop doing your podcast.
There can only be one.
That's funny.
Right. Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. And in a case like that, is that mostly true or what's your feeling on her communicating?
You know what? We'd like to have fun with this conversation, but not make fun.
Yes.
Within this conversation. So as far as what she's doing, I think she believes that she does that. I'm not one to judge. And I think, cause she's so committed. And we don't understand it. Maybe she can do that. Maybe there is that thing.
As usual, he gave me his message telepathically. I interpreted it into words on my iPad. Then I checked in with him to make sure he agreed with my interpretation, and now it's ready for you.
And to me, with some of these, if it's true or not true, or mostly real or mostly not, if it's harmless and it's, then I don't see the point. And yeah, I'm with you on that. I would never want to bring somebody down or make fun of them or,
it's similar to psychics.
Right.
It's similar to those. I mean, this is more outer worldly, but we make fun of the psychics. I don't know. I mean, the general population would probably say that she's crazy,
right?
But doing what I do with this podcast, I can't rule her out. I'm not ruling her out.
Prime's creator assures us that there will be a time for motherships to uncloak themselves, but that time has not come yet. The important thing to know is that we are here already, even if you can't see it.
Right. You never know. That's the crazy thing is with a lot of this stuff, it's like, especially now with all the conspiracies that we've seen unfold, it's like you feel like anything is possible.
Yes.
Like nothing's off the table.
Nothing is. I mean, you go back 20 years and she's doing that, they're going to put her away.
Yeah.
Today, no.